Hey guys, Luna here, and welcome to NordHold. This is a tower defense game that was introduced to me by a family member, and I decided to play it because it's been really fun. And my actual personal best is wave 39. So, let's just... we'll continue, because I started just because I wanted to make sure I actually got the new Warforge thing, but other than that, the only thing I got was, hey, I got Torture Fortune granting me some extra resources, pretty much, and I believe my other benefit was that, I don't remember what my other benefit, yeah, I'm playing on comfort mode, and I got some, I think it was some extra wood for the tutorial, but I'm gonna go with, I have no idea which one's better, but I'm gonna go with Freyr's Zeal, which relies on the power of your workers for success. So, we'll see if it's any good. And I always really like to try and get discounts for my upgrades sooner rather than later, because just having the extra things come in is what I found is better. And start producing a whole heck of a lot of gold, because gold is pretty much just the main thing that you do. Now, early on, you do want to try and minimize how many different towers you use, because it pretty much determines how much you're able to actually get banner-wise. You'll see soon enough. Well, looks will come for a while, so I can put off for the time being. I'll just speed this up because there's not really much to do when it comes to this until later on. Discounts. I'll get the additional gold production and upgrade to wood. So I'm gonna try and hold off until I can get the... I do need the quarry though. The quarry is pretty important. So I'm gonna try and hold off spending my wood until I can get to the guild hall and the university, since both of those are pretty important. Sure, I'll get that. Get some additional gold production in. Just get the fire tower in just for some additional damage. Share more resources. Okay, now we got our hero, which allows us to cast spells. My personal preference, I don't really pay too much attention to their passive attributes all that often. I just pay attention to their spells, just because I find the spell is just a little bit more useful, since that's what you use to do things. And I'm gonna do Emmerich. Both Emmerich and Xander have pretty good spells, and Fireball. I really like Fireball. I really like Frost Strike. I really like Arcane Strike. There's also one more spell that's not in this, which is like, oh, you can do gain some additional spell bonus, which basically means, hey, you can do some extra damage. But I'm gonna go with Emmerich just for the slight edge of the abilities, and I like in 2 of these spells rather than the 1. So my goal is just to try and get as much gold protection in at this moment. those just because those are pretty good for when the market comes around. I'm gonna get wood construction passive just to get some extra wood production in. So, early on, depending on the spells you pick, like either you're gonna cast your spells or you're not. Get stone production passive up and running. Build that. Get that up and going. Just so I can get some additional money going. Not quite enough, but that'll get me closer to the due diligence. Increase your range just for some extra bonus. Extra immediately resets up. Ooh, that's pretty good. So I have 52, so we put me at 67. Yeah, that's just really good. I'm gonna get that up and going. Next, I do want to try and get my next two things wave 10. Currently, I think I'm on wave 8, so point of damage, but that's okay. I don't have outposts. Yeah, I don't really use outposts all that much. I'll take the path of danger. The mill up and going would be good too, just that way I can get the passive that going sooner rather than later. There's the boss. Don't think I got this one. It's based purely off my damage output. And then instant death. Whenever a boss happens to... Like, I get why they have it that way, but I really feel like a boss hitting your wall shouldn't be instant death. Like, that really isn't... Shouldn't be the case, but I'm gonna do... Whenever you cast a spell, gain 2 gold. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade my relics to gold. I think that's a little bit better. Turn yourself into a legendary artifact. food right now. Right now I need gold. Send this out to be super speed. Effects, discounts, vein tracing. Branching paths. Need to save up my gold and wood. Let's see. Nope. Oh yeah, see, this is my favorite combo. Arcane Explosion with the Arcane Strike, because they bounce off of each other. Yeah. Get that. And yep, I'll take that. Trying to bump up my gold production. I'm gonna hold off for definitely want bleeding just because of my ring. Both of those. Off doing anything with my gold for the time being. Don't do that. I think I do need to get more workers though. Sure, grab that. Reserve that. Yeah, I got nothing though, but so far, going better than before. Definitely gonna increase my bleed. Seriously, need more wood though. Guess I'll do that just to... I just need better gold protection right now. Might be in better situation now, but I do have the bleed. There we go, perfect. Arrow, boosted damage, crit chance. I think gotta rather boost damage right now. Yeah, wood production is very good, especially early on. Let's get the final discount, just that way it'll be easier to get these later on. And now we can, now that we got our banner, start applying things. Build any of these? Interesting. Sorry. Someone just texting me. Oh, nothing important, just sharing random stuff. Okay, increase my wood protection even further. It really does not hurt to do that. Good. Stone production passive and the bump up to meat production. Let's get something else I can wait until I can get the guild hall, I guess. Because additional money is always useful. We will need this as well, so that'll be next. Yeah, I'm just slowly trying to bump up my spell damage, to be honest, just so that way when I start using Arcane Strike, it's a little bit more effective. I'll do each worker generates 1 gold for the additional damage, and I'll do Rate of Fires improves, and I'll do spell damage counts as ×4, I think, and wave less, get that for additional money for that, and still need wood, but I do need more money. Oh, I should not have done that. Well, unfortunately, my dudes got through it pretty easily. Do increase leads. I'm gonna actually get my university up first, because that can get me some additional research sooner rather than later. Additional gold, reduce all building costs. 64 for that. Next wave. So far, no issues, which is good. Definitely.
Research completed.
No, I'll try and get that, because that will be good. Get that set up. Additional gold. Additional gold. Sure, I'll get an additional tower just to increase my wood production. Yeah, the nice thing about versatility is that anytime you have at least 5 towers built of its type, you get additional gold, which is what my goal is, to try and get the 3 initial Arrow Tower, Volcano Moor, and Arc Tower set up. Because I really like Arc Tower, but I also like Arrow Tower and Volcano Mortar is just like the 2 standard towers. So, just getting the initial set of 5 of these towers is just very good. Take a little bit of damage, but I can just build the Druid house. So I can start getting regen thanks to the selected herbs. Get that up and going, and I can hire additional workers. I can start producing even more resources. Let's boost your range. Boost your range. And I guess let's explore there, I guess. Back on Rave 17, so my last 2 of those will come back sooner rather than later, which is great. Mortar, which means, okay, damage scales damage banners of arrow towers or arrow burns at burn stack base of. I think I'd rather do damage scales, I think, and let me get some wood. So let me build this first. Put that next. I'll gladly sacrifice one of my workers to get that up and going. Tower, I'm going to select Arc Towers to get additional damage buff. Okay, so now we have the ball rolling, which is great. I'm just looking around, seeing if there's any other initial upgrades I can do. That's still going. I can get Market Whisperer, so it increases the chance of finding legendary artifacts. That's okay. Impact. Sure, I'll get that just because it seems good.
Research completed.
Guess right now I'm gonna try and get additional gold. I think is the biggest thing right now. Oh, and another house so I can be prepared for the next one that comes up. Boost your range, boost your attack speed, boost your range, attack speed. Ooh, good thing I got that, so yeah, definitely producing additional gold. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get plus additional gold per wave. That's actually really useful. So reason I'm focusing on this one because at some point this is going to get cut off, meaning that no additional enemies should come through, or at least no additional paths coming from that. Should probably heal up too, but risk dying, just I didn't want to. Reroll with no branching paths. Okay, so get my next mortar up, so that'll put me at 5. Okay. Hold off on casting a spell until enemies are closer. Slow it down too. And no spells left. Honestly, I'm not surprised. But with that, this has been NordHold. NordHold. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives. May the stars forever guide your path, wherever it may lead you into the future. Goodbye, and hope to see you again soon.